Only 2 orders remain on that board, both of those orders. And though they consist of multiple knives, one of them consists of 5 knives. That is all I have on the order board. That is all that remains. So I have 9 knives sitting over there in the tray, and most of them are paid for. I apologize for the delay, but I am in the middle of getting those sheets done as we speak. I'm molding sheets right now. So I just wanted to let you guys know we're fixed. I did get it done. It took me the rest of yesterday on into the evening, and then part of today. I had to redo a panel, but it's done. I've got some cleanup to do. Everything's a mess right now, and I'm ready to get back in order. So here's what's going to happen. I've got some runs coming up that I really need to focus on, and to be totally honest, I can't focus on anything in this shop because it is a wreck. Everything's out of order. It all needs to be worked over and finished the way that I had intended when I started moving it around. In order for that to happen, I need to get my orders off the list. So today I will have in a box the rest of the orders that are in the tray over there. So if you've got one, it's gonna go out tomorrow, unless I got to do a leather saddle for it. It might go out on Friday. I usually give those leather saddles a couple days to dry real good, so the dye doesn't touch the handle and it'll leach into the canvas micarta. Doesn't matter. I'll have everything out this week that has already been completed. If you paid your invoice, thank you, I appreciate it. Again, I apologize for the inconvenience. They were supposed to go out today. Everything was supposed to be done today, but that didn't happen. Also, I've got 2 more knives that I've got to wrap up for the Lamnia order. There's a difference in currency between euros and US dollars, so I am going to make up the difference so we don't have to, do extra transactions and things to get it all right. I'm just going to make it up with a few extra knives. I've got an extra Gen 3 that I've got finished. That's going in that box. And I'm going to do 2 more adventures in ADCR V2 and 5/32. So we're going to find out which one people in Finland like better, or wherever they order them from. 5/32 adventures or 3/16. And yeah. So once all of that is out of my way, everything today, all these sheets, all these things that should have been done, once all that's out of my way, I will be working on these last 2 orders, and I will be hell-bent on getting them done this week. So John Wayne, I will be trying to get yours done this week, and the other one is a gift I cannot say. So that one will not happen this week because I'm waiting on something to come in, a material, but essentially just working on John Wayne stuff this week and finishing up everybody's orders. I know I've said this a couple of times, but I guess I'm trying to get it all sorted out in my head. Anyway, what I was trying to get to is once I'm done with all of these orders and they're out of my way, I am going to take a little bit of time to get this shop right. Now, since I already had to break into the wiring, I changed a little bit of wiring around. I moved my 240 plug down a little in order for me to straighten it out better and get it into the box. That panel, not this one. That one right there controls the kilns and the oven, the hot stuff. And that one I have on its own breaker out of the panel here. That way I can just shut it down. So, I went ahead while I was in there and wired in another 240 wire. Nothing's on right now, and that sleeve is pulled over them. But I'm putting another 240 plug right here. That's all the wire that I had, 30 foot. That's all I had left. And that stuff's like $180 a roll. So I wasn't going to buy another $200 roll of Romex. I think it's 6'3" or 6'2". Anyway, I'm going to put another T40 plug there because I got another grinder coming. And it's going to go right here. We're going to move the bandsaw down and get rid of the sandblaster into the back room. And then I'll be ready to plug in right there. I also will be getting the benches completed and everything right. But anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that's my plans. This week will be the last week that I spend dedicated on orders, and I'm gonna get them all finished. So if you got an order, be on the lookout for a tracking number. We'll send you a tracking number right away. Another thing that I wanted to say. So given that I've been doing a bunch of orders, and here's the thing. Originally, orders were supposed to be a work-in kind of deal because I run off of drops. That's just how I like to do things. They slow me down, and it's not that big of a deal when I have a board full of orders like I've had. It was completely full. In fact, it was so full that I had to wipe some off in order to finish getting the rest of them on there. And it's been hectic, but it pays the bills. But it does not get me any time to do runs. And that's all right, considering the shop is a wreck right now and I need to get it tied up. But that being said, I am going to close the books for a little while in order for me to get back on track with runs and drops, doing more drops. I want to do more drops. You guys want to see more drops, right? So I do have, let's see what I've got over here. Our next drop will be Adventures in Nitro V. There will be possibly a Gen 3 Nitro V in 530 seconds. And then I've got Mustangs and Hornets in Nitro V. I've got an Adventure Junior and a Wasp in Nitro V. And then another Signature Series. So that is something that I want to get checked off. And that drop may happen before the Lone Star drop. And all of that will not happen next week. It's going to happen the week after that, if I'm deciding to drop all those. So I just got to get caught back up. I'm so dang behind, and I'm so scatterbrained because everything's out of order, and things had to get changed in here. So I am looking forward to the fresh power. There's no more flickering or dim lights anywhere. I've turned some machines on and haven't really had any issues with that. So it seems that for now I have gotten my issues with the power fixed. But I'm still tied into the house there, and that's what we're working on getting fixed next. We're going to try and get some of our own power from the road. Anyway, hell, I'm just rambling at this point. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to get back to work. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.